That's for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff. But
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
we can't ask Rashad questions.
Hey, Rashad.
Yeah. What's up? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Rashad Milligan. If you are new to the channel, this is the road to 5K subs. I got an early flight, and I was out of town all day, away from my phone most of the day, so I missed most of the stuff. So no, I'm not going to be talking basketball tonight. I'm not going to be talking about Arike Ogumawale. Apparently, from what I've heard, she shot a bunch of shots and missed a lot of shots. And it's like, Arike, this is no longer like, did nobody tell you this is Paige's team now? What's going on? I'm not going to speak about it because I didn't watch the game. So I'm not going to speak about it in depth. And I know I usually just talk about at least one serious or like, you know what I mean, kind of frankly serious topic a night. However, I just been away, like just been away all day and stuff like that. So I know the Diddy thing is serious, so I guess that'll be the serious thing of the night. With that being said, I'll stop talking about what I'm going to talk about and then just talk about it. So let me see this SoLLUMINATI thing. I saw a Flight reacted to it, but I want to just watch the reaction myself or the thing myself, and then I'll watch Flight and everybody else tomorrow and stuff. All right, let's get into it. So SoLLUMINATI, he finally responded. Not finally. Yeah, I guess you could say finally. He said the thing that he said to Zoe Spencer, and this is it. Everybody was scared of it because they know how Soul is. He's just like on a different level of wit and kind of comebacks, and he's funny and he's smart. And
At a bio, my cousin got zipped. Look at what we got.
Oh, let me say this because I know it might be some new people on this video. 5K, once I get to 5K subscribers, I will get YouTube Red. There'll be no more commercials, ads on my reactions. So when I react to something on YouTube, you won't have to sit through an ad and watch me wait to press skip ad. It'll be no more of that. It'll just be straight ball, I guess. All right, let's get into it.
Bite. You have bit more than 10. Bro, Zoe Platt the eater. She's a zombie, bro.
Bro, this guy, like,
Shout out to D-Green with this, man. Hey.
shout out to
Was
D-Green.
good with y'all, young.
Boys, I ain't gonna lie, man. It's different. It's different, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It's different. I know I'm glazed. This is just what it is. Let me be a kid again for 2 seconds. Can I be a kid again?
Oh, hey, man. Dewey so in the building.
Oh man.
Hoodie so in the building. Murder so in the building. Yes,
All right. I'm sorry, please. I'm watching.
In the building. All right, y'all. What's good, y'all? What's good with y'all? It's Monday. Let's go. What's good, y'all? Got my coffee. Got my water. What's good with y'all, young boys? Today, Monday. Today is the official day. SoLLUMINATI versus Flight. Now, listen. I got to get to something. But look, I want y'all to know this. First thing first. Hold up.
On the side note, Soul is missing out on this money, bro. Having D Green upload these clips, bro. Like you know, so like times have changed, bro. Like you gotta have somebody. If you don't have somebody, as soon as your stream ends, you need to be the one downloading the stream and then uploading it to YouTube, bro. Like, cause you're missing out on a big bag with this. Like a lot of the internet, a lot of the black side of YouTube watchers and stuff like that were waiting on this moment. And as you see right now, is how many hours it's been out? 7 hours, 300,000 views. That was, you know what I'm saying? I know you don't care about the money and everything like that just directly, but something to pay the bills and just a little more money. You know what I mean?
Turbo 2. All right, so look. We got to do this quick as possible because the games start at 1 o'clock. So I want y'all to know straight up, I spoke to some people yesterday about everything that's about to take place. If I'm gonna do this on Twitch, it has to be TOS friendly. I was gonna do a must be stop. Y'all know I do my must be stops. It was gonna be crazy. If I do it on Twitch, I gotta chill, y'all. I have to. Now,
She was spared.
look, I'm gonna make my build and shit. I'm gonna do everything. We got literally 30 minutes, y'all. We have 30 minutes to get this motherfucker up out the way. And I'm gonna be extremely polite. No bullshit, no TOS, because y'all know Twitch is ran by TOS boys. It's tough. I have to be I gotta be chill with this situation because at the end of the day, I have a schedule and I'm not trying to get banned, especially for some shit like this. This is like harmless. Now look, y'all. My girl in there, she getting ready. We about the wager starting at 1 o'clock. Right now it's 12. I gotta make my build on stream and every fucking thing. I gotta get everything situated. But y'all good? Y'all all right? Y'all boys ready for the show? All right, so hold on.
Man, verse head to toe, feeling good to be a guy. We ain't sleeping on the couch. We're just.
Oh, this is crazy. Back to back is crazy. I ain't gonna hold you, E-Green.
This is how we about to do this. We go ahead and get straight to this. Okay. 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 Go to collections. Okay. All right, y'all. So look, I got a very special treat for y'all today. Now, for some of y'all that don't know, a lot of y'all probably knew. A lot of y'all probably wasn't even in here yesterday. A girl by the name of Zoe. She went crazy on me. They say she went crazy. You know what I'm saying? They say she went crazy. They said she was talking about my fam, all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a good guy. Y'all know this. I'm a good guy. Like, I'm trying to go crazy.
Neshto $3. Zoe, you're done. We know you're in here.
Show start at 12:10. We got 5 minutes. Show start at 12:10. I'm more concerned with this flight shit than this. This is, I know Flight probably looking, he's distracted. Y'all know I can't lose to him, not one game. I can't lose to Flight, bro. This shit is a distraction for the whole event. But I'm gonna make sure I handle this before everything take place live. But I know Flight is just somewhere. He happy as hell. Cause y'all know Flight play 2K every stream. He played my team. I don't play 2K at all.
Sniff Bomb $3. Soldier Boy was trash talking you today. Here's the clip.
I'm trying to go crazy.
Gianni the Goat's $3. Almost 30K you going crazy.
Bro, I don't even pay attention to them. All right, we got to start this early.
Loogie for $5.
We got to start
Why
this
Zoe
early.
talk about Sasha like that?
We got to, what? She said something about my dog? All right, y'all, so look. I got to do this. I spoke to these niggas and this is definitely. I'm trying to go crazy. Let me
Baby, so $10. Save Zoe for must be stopped so you can go Super Saiyan.
I'm trying to go crazy. I would do a poll. I should do a poll. But I'll just ask y'all, do y'all want me to PG-13 her or must be stop her?
$3.
Seriously.
Good, so you miss Daddy Braz, yes sir, he. Be careful with that Zoe Spencer, be she a demon, be careful, young bull.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get banned for nothing, nigga, at all. If I do anything on Twitch, I'm gonna make sure I stick into the TOS shit. But if I did it on YouTube, I could really dig in deep with her. To be honest, I just want to teach her something. I don't want to like expose her or nothing. I told y'all this girl is harmless. She probably just don't know me. That's really what it is. Appreciate all the subs. Appreciate all the donations coming in.
Is it a new day? Is SoLLUMINATI? Is he understanding? What is going on?
When you said something about her, about going to kick, gotta add right after. A lot of y'all went into her stream while I was streaming. That's TOS. I could get banned for that. So y'all can't be doing that shit, man. Like, remember, Twitch is more so PG-13 compared to YouTube and shit. When I was streaming yesterday, I was reacting. I didn't know she was live. I don't know her. Y'all all went and was just bashing her and shit. Bro, they look at me for that. So y'all gotta chill, man. What time is it? 1 minute. Let's go ahead. Hey, Ultra God, appreciate the 10 gifteds, my guy. Appreciate the 10 gifteds from Ultra the God. I just want to make an example and paint a picture for her real quick. She got to get Gazer in this video. Gazer.
I wonder if Honeybrook has any new clients for me today.
I'm ready for 5K subs.
I wonder where my best
Please
leads
sub
come
up,
from.
bro. Yeah, I can't fold and get YouTube red before I get to 5K subs, because then people gonna be like, "You ain't standing on your word." No, just subscribe, bro. It's free.
Yesterday I was just speaking on some shit. I kept it simple. It wasn't
to $15 a month once I get to 5K subs.
even that deep to me. Yo, D-Nail TV. It's my 2K nigga. I remember you too, nigga. Appreciate the 10 gifteds, my guy. Nard Drax. Appreciate the 5 gifteds. Today about to be lit, y'all. Today about to be lit. Today about to be extremely lit. Do a must be stop on YouTube video and she's done. Yeah, the must be stop on YouTube would have been crazy because I could say what I want on there. Free Baby Shark. Don Bizzle. Appreciate the 5 gifted. Shout out to Don Bizzle. Hey, Free Baby Shark. Appreciate the 10 gifteds, my guy. All y'all in here showing love early as hell. I'm barely up. Jeffy, appreciate the 10. Hey, y'all in here showing me so much hospitality, dog. Jeffy, appreciate the 10 gifteds, bro. All y'all that's coming in here showing love right now. 1 more minute, y'all. 1 more minute. We getting straight to it. Up and coming YouTuber. So you think I could play with you in a 1v1 in Arizona? You probably can play with me one day. Attached. Zeno Betts. Hey, Zeno, appreciate the 5 gifteds. Attached, appreciate the 5 gifteds. Lexo, Laylo Flexing, appreciate the 5 gifteds. So look, I'm gonna be easy with her. I ain't gonna do her that bad, but I gotta leave you on 1 HP a little bit. Like, I'm gonna uplift you, but I gotta do something. Fancy, appreciate the 10 gifteds. Bro, just stream on YouTube for today. She talked about your dog and family. That's okay, man. I've been doing this for 10 years, man. All right, y'all. It's 12:10. Okay, y'all. Wait. I gotta pause everything. Wait. So look. So check this out. So look, y'all. Shut up. That's this. Yes. So look. So it's a girl by the name of Zoe Spencer. Zoe, your time has come. It ain't really no way out of this one. This shit is live too. That's tough. Now, for some of y'all that don't know, Kai CNET dropped the whole Streamer University. He put a lot of people in there. It was a lot of people just so excited. A lot of people was happy. A lot of people was just feeling the love, feeling the energy. A lot of people gonna have a chance, a big opportunity to be around their favorite streamers. He got some professors on there. He got a lot going on. And yesterday when I reacted to it, I didn't even know it was as big as it was. And I start coming across clips of this Zoe girl. I'm gonna call her Zoe Plant, the dick eater. She's a dick eater and I can prove it. Oh. And by the way, I'm not saying this to make y'all laugh or to be funny. I'm going to prove to you why I called her a dick eater. Oh, it comes from a deeper place.
Oh, man. Zoe, why did you do that? She won't ready, bro. I really want to see if she responded today. I don't know if she streamed today. I know she did the 24 hours, but I feel like if you're going to step out in the content world, you got to know how to go. So say your schedule was, I'm going to do 24-hour stream to celebrate 1 year, and I'm going to take Monday off. And you can't do that because you done said everything you said about Soul, You done gave him about 10 minutes of just yelling at the camera. You did that 10 minutes. You got to stand on that. You got to come back. Okay, I was going to take Monday off. No, you need to at least come on 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes and respond same day. You got 24 hours.
I told y'all, she the type of girl that'll bite your dick if she's sucking it. You know, a girl just tell you to sit back and just relax. With her, you got to be like these. You got to just keep your vision on a bitch. But listen, I want y'all to know this. No hate to you, Zoe. I just want to teach you a lesson because I got to get to this fucking wager with Flight. Now, Zoe came out crying to the world, painting the picture that Kai was a bad person. Painting the picture, telling people why she feel like this, she feel like that. She started throwing people under the bus who got a big opportunity, talking about, he's not even a streamer. She was doing all type of different shit. And she didn't understand. She didn't understand why Kai didn't want her around. So she started pointing fingers at everything, playing this sympathy shit. It reminded me of Megan Thee Stallion and them. People felt sorry for Megan Thee Stallion.
I respect, salute, support Megan Thee Stallion. By the way, I support Black women. I think Zoe had a great point in her thing against Kai, because it was beyond just the streamer university. It was the fact that Kai stopped texting her back since like September. She alleges, and the only time he has texted her back since September was for her birthday in November, and he said "Happy birthday, Gango," and that was it. So yeah, I definitely think she had kind of every right to feel the way she felt about Kai. She just kind of masked it under the whole streamer university reaction. And so there's that. But here's Soul's point. Let it ride. Entertainment.
With the Tory Lane shit, you giving them sympathy energy. You don't really give a fuck about them. You just feel sorry for them. So she painted this picture. Now niggas getting bashed. She throwing other people under the bus, all type of shit. Now, I didn't know who she was, so I had to do my research. I does my research, and all she does is emasculate niggas. Bro, I don't know who the fuck this girl, where she came from. I don't know how long she been streaming. She's a fucking... Y'all know what industry plants is. We talked about that on here. Where did she come from? Bro, my nigga, every male that's a part of her stream, she humiliate them. Why you can't just sit and just have fun with niggas? Every person that stream with her feel like they going up under a humiliation ritual. Seriously. She putting humiliation rituals on everybody. Zoe Plant, the dick eater. Bro, where did she come from? Seriously. Before I show any clips, who was the first nigga to stream with her? Where did she come from? An industry plant come out of nowhere with no track record, no background, no nothing. Where did she come from? How was she around all y'all? How did she do this to y'all? Now, let me tell y'all something. This is why I call her, this is why I said she the type of female that will literally bite your dick. A lot of y'all haven't seen what the fuck I seen. That's why I start going and do my research, because I'm like, damn, she lit. She look like she got potential. What do she really be doing?
Wow, look at this. 94% of people believe company culture.
Bro, this is why I called you this is why I said you the type of female that'll bite a nigga dick. I'm gonna start with Duke Dennis. We all know Duke Dennis is a chill nigga. I done seen so many clips with girls just thirsty as hell for this nigga Duke. A chill nigga. He don't really do anything wrong. You going around biting niggas. You have bit more than 10 niggas. This bitch a zombie. Bro, Zoe Plant, the dick eater. She's a zombie, bro. Every male she streamed with, she has to make him feel uncomfortable. Bro, can you do content without humiliating niggas? Seriously, can you? I honestly think you deserve a chance in the streamer university. You have to kill your image. You got to get rid of that plant energy. Do content with a man without making him feel uncomfortable. She bit the nigga Duke. Why would you do that? Why? Look how uncomfortable he is. Why? We see that. Your personality, this masculine ass, fake ass energy. This is why you're not in the streamer university. Why did you bite him? Why? Bro, listen. She bites everybody.
Oh,
we just seen him with Mulatto. They was going crazy, or Lotto, whatever the fuck the bitch name is. They was going crazy. Good vibes, good energy. But when she come around, she has to do the most humiliating shit, and she makes everybody feel uncomfortable. Bro, listen. She check out as she biting everybody she come across. Remember I told you, she emasculate every fucking man that she live streams with. Whoever that Teddy nigga is, I'm glad he made it. Shout out to my nigga Teddy. I'm glad y'all seen the potential in him. I don't even know how he was around you. But look, it gets worse.
Oh, he talking about Zeddy. I was like, who is Teddy?
Notice how she look at the chat reaction. She gotta make sure people laughing. She gotta look at her looking at the chat reaction. She like these.
Chill.
Look at her. As soon as she do
Zoe, why did you do this, bro?
something,
That's a bite mark. So we know.
she bite the next nigga. She infecting every fucking body. Zoe, this is why I say you will bite a nigga dick if you sucking it. This is why. Who gonna trust you in bed? Seriously. Who fucking her?
Oh, chill out.
Who gonna trust her in bed?
All right, so.
Now look, she wrestling niggas. Bro, don't let it be an outbreak and she get bit. We fucked. If it's a look, he's showing his bite mark. This is not normal, Zoe. This is why you're not in a streamer university. You be humiliating every fucking man you stream with. Nobody should feel uncomfortable being around you. Look at her back there wrestling, biting the nigga neck. This shit is not funny. Bro, it don't fucking stop. Bro, you bit 10 niggas and you online crying like a thot. Zoe Plant, the dick eater. You bit 10 plus niggas and you asking why you didn't make it nowhere? Yes, your new name is Zoe Plant. You're not gonna never stop seeing this. Hope you know this.
Bruh.
Zoe Plant, the dick eater. It never stops.
For those of y'all who don't know, like when people started calling DDG doo-doo garbage, that came from SoLLUMINATI.
DDG, we seen all these streamers in streams with other women. Y'all be chilling. Nothing be wrong. But soon as she come around, she got to figure out a way to make you uncomfortable. Who paying her to do this? Bro, she really could be a plant, y'all. Y'all could be looking at another motherfucking streaming plant. We told y'all it's bigger than industry plants now. Now they coming for the streamers because the streamers have all the power. The streamers have a voice. We everyday TV. Every person she gets around, bruh. She even tried to buy my favorite song. What's the singing? My nigga Tootsie. She even tried to bite him. Look at her. Here she go. Bruh. Just so y'all can see that. Here go her man masculine shit. It never ends.
Favorite song.
So you act like a nigga and you biting niggas? Like, bruh, and you really don't understand, Zoe Plant. How do you not understand why you didn't make the streamer university? This is wrong. This is wrong, Zoe Plant. Like, dude, she bit Duke Dennis twice. She even bit the nigga at the show. My nigga vibing. Yo, Duke Dennis was vibing. He chilling. Now y'all about to see her trying to figure out a way to humiliate my man.
Not during the Rich Homie tribute.
Oh, she be putting niggas up under humiliation rituals right in y'all face and y'all don't even know.
Get back with me.
My nigga Duke Dennis just vibing. Pay attention. Look at her. Like, bitch, get out my face. My nigga, I would have RKO'd her right there. I told y'all, niggas been doing finisher moves on bitches on TV, on live for millions of years. You can RKO bitches, bro.
I do not condone domestic violence of any sort, and I do not condone.
Simple. This don't count as touching. We've been seeing them do it on TV for the longest. It's legal. You can do it. My nigga chilling. Look. Every man she's came across that's a male streamer, she has humiliated him. He chilling. He chilling. Look. She. Look at her. Zoe Plant, bruh. We're gonna have to do an investigation. I'm like Lord Voldemort. Y'all need to let me be a spiritual guide so I can investigate niggas who cloak like Jack Doherty. In the university, we can't have no weirdos in that, bruh. No Jack Dohertys. No bullshit. No Zoes, no Jack Dohertys. Y'all know these type niggas who be doing weird shit. But y'all, I know I just showed y'all that. Here go that Teddy nigga. Teddy. She about to bite him. I don't know how you put up with this, bruh. He hugs her. She bites him. But y'all, it gets even fucking worse. It gets even worse.
Bruh, wait, hold on. This man done created a playlist that said bites.
And fucking worse. It gets even worse. It gets even worse. By the way, this wasn't me. I don't know who this nigga is. It's not me. Just letting y'all know that. It's not me. But look. It gets even worse. Not only do she bite niggas, bruh.
Oh, it's not.
My God. She farts, my nigga. She's a farter. This bitch stink. She stink. Not only do she bite niggas, but you fart live on nigga streams. Bro, Zoe Plant, this is why you didn't make the university. This is why.
That is so rude. And you just with someone you farted? You just farted?
Singing tonight. It's a bad idea, right? Singing tonight.
I ain't gonna lie.
That's exactly why PZ don't want you, BG don't want you, Zay don't want you.
Did y'all hear that? He just named so many niggas that don't like her.
Chill out.
She's fucking trifling.
Chill out.
Her whole point is to humiliate niggas she's around. Oh, don't worry. She do it to girls too. But wait, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all niggas.
Nobody likes you.
Nobody likes you.
Ooh, you did just fart. That's why nobody wants you.
Nobody.
That's why nobody wants you.
But y'all looking at me like I'm the bad guy. When I told y'all she the type to bite a nigga dick, when I said all this shit, this is why. She's fucking trifling. Zoe Plant.
That's why nobody wants you.
Even Rakai, this nigga only like 16. He even told you, you're fucking trifling.
That's exactly why PZ don't want you, BG don't want you, Zay don't want you.
Y'all, it don't end there. Once again, she even do it to girls, y'all. Look at her trying to put her hands on a nigga girl for no reason.
Doing this in front of you.
Stop. I'm not trying to hit you. I'm for real. I'm just put your hand down. I'm not abusing you. I'm just like,
She do too much, y'all. She just do too much. This is not it. 12:30, we got to get over this at 12:30. It's 12:25. You just do too much as a creator. And this is why you didn't make it. It ain't got to be no hidden agendas. A nigga can't even bring his girl around you. Maybe that's why Kai girl probably didn't want you around. You just bad energy. You toxic as fuck. You humiliate everybody you around. You always looking at the chat to see what they saying. You got plant energy because all you do is make streamers look bad. Nobody likes you. Nobody fucks with you. But I'm the bad person? Like, bro, why you trying to hit a nigga while he chilling with his girl? You pushing his girl and shit? Yeah, she do it to bitches too. Y'all bitches ain't safe either. She doing it to everybody. She trying to humiliate her way to the top. That's an industry plant. She's a fucking plant. And I'll find out who put you on. How you end up around all these niggas and you only been doing this for 1 year? How the fuck you end up around Black Boy Max, Duke Dennis? Where the fuck did you come from? Yeah.
He was already popping on TikTok, and she's from New York. So that's where Kai from, Talil, all them. And Kai put on a bunch of New York people when he was up in New York on a New York stream, when he went back to his old crib. And that's really what took her up, made her go up in the world of streaming. Because, you know, I'm not on TikTok. So I didn't know who Zoe Spencer was before she went on Kai stream. But when she went on Kai stream, that's when she went up in the streaming world. And then she ended up streaming herself.
Yeah, seriously. Bro, I really think she's a plant. Seriously. You got girls who really out here grinding, really content creating, and she just find out of nowhere humiliating niggas, and now she got a following? That's tough. I done seen this nigga, Jay Cinco. I done seen him with a lot of bitches. I bet this is the only girl he do not want to have. Nobody want to be. Bro, she even farted around him.
Oh, no. Let me grab this shit. Shit's like ass. Zoe, what the fuck?
She got to do the most bullshit to every nigga, dog. She just be straight humiliating niggas, man. Straight humiliating niggas. Look at her trying to fart. This bitch is a fart bag, bruh. Y'all find this funny? Look at y'all hoes in the chat. Look at y'all find this funny? Y'all find this funny? You know none of the streamers find that funny? That shit is trifling as fuck. This is y'all the ones feeling her to keep doing this shit. Y'all the reason why she didn't make the university. I blame y'all.
This is my room. This is my room. This is my room.
Look how hard it is to be around her. Nobody likes you. Nobody. And then you don't know how to read energy. You are a fucking bot. You don't know how to read energy? Like, I could walk in your house and know it was just an argument. I could feel the bad energy everywhere I go. She don't know how to read energy when enough is enough. Enough is enough. Sometimes you be doing too much. Look at my nigga just looking at you like, bro, why am I even collabing with you? And I bet you ain't never getting one with him again. All of these niggas is in the streamer university. None of them want to be around you. It has nothing to do with Kai. It's who you are as a person. Zoe Plant, the dick eater.
It's not true, but for the sake of entertainment, Soul does a great job of just building.
It's unbelievable, bro.
And I say it's not true because Reggie brought her back to the room like right after this. He was like begging for her to come back to the room. And she was like, no, I'm not coming back. You embarrassed me on stream. And they clipped it and it went viral, this and that. But yeah. That's what happened with that. When she was crying about streaming university, all the Clover boys that were annoyed with her on stream before were like, oh, keep your head up. We love you. This and that. Woo, woo.
What they say?
You just terrible. You're not good at it. You just.
This was showing you the act.
You don't gotta laugh and touch and all that. Just chill. Calm down.
He telling you, man, just chill. Just relax. Just chill. Like, bro, what's wrong with you? I can do this shit all fucking day, bro. I can literally do this all day.
We listen and we don't judge.
She about to fart again. She just trifling, bro.
Excuse me.
Bro, but listen.
That's weird.
That's weird.
It's like, you know, shade, like, don't fart around. Like, that's, I don't want air that's coming out of your coming out of your ass.
Bro, Luckily, I didn't do a must be stop on her. But bro, listen, y'all, listen to me. Zoe Plant, the dick eater. I really think they should give you an opportunity at Streamer University, but you have to prove to all of us that you're not a plant. Don't humiliate anybody you're around. Don't make them feel uncomfortable. If you can do that, I feel like you deserve a chance. Am I right, y'all? If she can prove that she's not a plant and you're not gonna humiliate no guys, you're not gonna do bite, you're not gonna do none of that bullshit. Prove to us. I feel like you should have a chance. I feel like you should have a chance. Don't humiliate nobody. Don't blame Kai for some shit when there's a million clips out here of you just doing the most. Seriously. And with that being said, it is 12:30. Zoe Plant, the dick eater. Say goodbye. I'm done with you. Now I gotta focus on fucking Depp Reacts because I know he's grinding right now, getting a rhythm. While I'm sitting up here having to deal with this shit. And I'm gonna find out who was the first nigga you streamed with, because whoever planted you in here, I need to figure that shit out, man. Because it ain't no way in hell you popped up out of nowhere for a year and all of a sudden you just bigger than all the other girls. You in the stream. How you getting collabs with every man streamer? You getting collabs with all the top streamers. How? This bitch a plant.
I think the funniest part about this is like Soul doesn't know who Zoe is and Zoe don't know who Soul is. That might be the funniest part of the beef.
Zoe Plant, the dick eater. Leave me alone.
All right. So Duke Dennis spoke on this.
I feel bad because I don't think, you know what I'm saying, like the whole content world is deep to the point, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm concerned about the mental aspect. You feel me? Like the shit is, bro, harsh, bro. When you wake up, the whole internet on your ass, that shit, bro. I'm telling you, bro, that shit crazy. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, there's consequences to everything you do. So these are the consequences to what she been doing or how she been acting on the internet. However, still, just the human in me, it's just like, damn, I hope she's straight. You feel me? She gonna be good though. She gonna bounce back from this whole thing.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? She gonna, you know what I'm saying, continue to make content. Hopefully she continue to be successful. She learned from everything she going through right now. And you know what I'm saying? All she got to do is pretty much take accountability. You know what I'm saying? Learn from her mistakes. And, you know what I'm saying, continue to grow from this right here. So, you know what I'm saying? I understand both sides and shit, bro, because, god damn, this nigga So is fucking ruthless as a motherfucker. We all know So. She don't know So, though. That's one thing you got to add into this as well. She don't know So like we know So. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't here in them days right there where say goodbye. She had no clue. But now her time has come. if he was to say it so himself. So give her a little grace in the fact that she came at him crazy without knowing the consequences behind her actions. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I'm able to put myself in other people's shoes real well. That's how I be having, you know what I'm saying, the ability to give my little perspective and my little 2 cents on everybody. You feel me?
All right, so he said that, but he also said something about Streamer University. I wanted to watch that. Just it's not related necessarily, but I do want to watch it.
Seeing y'all, you know what I'm saying, trying to, you know what I'm saying, do this whole fake turn on my dog. And when I say my dog, I mean my motherfucking brother, Casanet 1000. I see y'all, bro. And I just want to tell y'all personally, coming out my mouth, if you don't like Kai, if it's fuck Kai, then nigga, it's fuck you too. Whoever that, and if the shoe fit, then wear the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Whoever don't like any of my dogs, then I don't like you. I don't fuck with you if you don't fuck with him. You know what I'm saying, nigga? We done been through this shit, bro. We built this shit, you know what I'm saying? Brick by brick, hours, you know what I'm saying? Hours on hours on top of hours, days on days, you know what I'm saying? I've been in a battlefield with my brothers, with my dogs. And so You know what I'm saying? They genuinely some good dudes, or I wouldn't be around them. Kai, good dude, bro. Y'all niggas be dick eating, y'all niggas be hating. A lot of y'all niggas be hating, bro. And when you break it down, bro, the nigga a dead ass give anybody the shirt off his back, bro. You feel me? A lot of shit he do is for the benefit of others.
Others, facts.
How the fuck could you hate on a nigga like that, though?
I ain't gonna lie.
Pay attention, bro, to anybody who
you got to look at how he moves, bro. Like for Kai, it's always about other people, bro. Like, I mean, that's just is what it is. Like when he went with Cardi, right? So Cardi won Kai because Kai is the biggest streamer. Kai's like, I need Dabo with me. He said, if I ever get around Bron, or if Bron has a stream with me or something like that, I had to bring Cash Nasty. When he had Nicki Minaj, he had Ty Lil, because Ty Lil was the biggest Nicki Minaj fan outside of his mom and his sister that he knew. You know, when he had so much money and he had to buy a house for the sake of tax breaks and things of that sort, he went and bought a mansion down the street from their mansion for his homies to live in, and they create their own content house and things of that sort. Like, just, you know, kind of the content creation opportunities he gave me just being around in Atlanta, for, you know, covering his events and things of that sort. Like, Kai is always for other people. Like when he does interviews with different major outlets, he always mentions A&P. When he did the interviews on the Grammys carpet, they said, what's next for A&P? He said, that's the best question I've received on the carpet all day. Like that's what it's all about for Kai. It's all about others instead of himself. It's always others first and himself second. And Ray, I like his entire friend group is just people that he just put on, like gave him an opportunity to come on his stream, and they became his friends. Like down to Punga and Dez. Well, I don't know about Dez. Dez he might have actually grown up with, but Punga was someone he met on YouTube. Talil, someone he met on YouTube. Reggie was someone he put on and became his friend. Ray was someone who was a fan and became, you know, a content creator, like changed his life, become a millionaire and an influencer, something he didn't think he'd be. He just watched Castanat stream. So that is 100% true. I'm not gonna lie.
My dogs, just pay attention to what type of person that they are. And then you will just realize, like, oh, they got their own personal agenda. You don't like my homeboys, and I don't like you. If it's fuck my homeboys, it's fuck you too. And you feel me? Like, nigga, we can go ahead and leave it at that.
All right. Next topic. Ryan Clark versus Robert Griffin III. So I've heard about this all throughout the day. I've seen a couple little things, but I haven't actually watched the clips myself. So without further ado, here we go.
We moved in to being able to read the expressions of a person and know their intent, know their character, know their perspective. But he does understand hate, because I think he also understands the hate of self. When you look at the play, which is all we can speak to as professionals, all we can speak to as analysts, Angel Reese pushed one of her teammates. Caitlin Clark had a hard foul, which is part of basketball. I feel like it was assessed correctly. And Angel Reese's reaction is the sort of reaction you get in a situation when you feel like you took an intentionally hard foul. That's competitiveness. That's rivalry. That's not hate. And so now, though, when RG3 jumps on to the hate train or to the angry train, and now follows along with what we saw from Keith Olbermann, what we saw from Dave Portnoy, as they poured on to Angel Reese to make her the villain in Caitlin Clark's heroic or hero story. Right. The one thing we know about RG3 is he's not having conversations at his home about what Black women have to endure in this country.
Oh, dang, RC. Dang, RC. Dang, RC. I ain't gonna lie though. I'll say this. RC talking like how people talk off camera, behind the scenes. Not even gonna lie to you, bro. That's bold though. So I feel like what RG3 said when he said, you know, you took it personal, and then I didn't see the rest of what he said, but he said you took it personal, RC. RC did. So we'll see what he said in response
about what young Black women and athletes like Angel Reese have had to deal with being on the opposite side of Caitlin Clark's rise and ascension into stardom. Now, when you look at it, I think A'ja Wilson is the face of the league. A'ja Wilson is the best player in the league. Caitlin Clark is the most important player in the WNBA. And a ton of her fandom has come along with some racial bias or some racial pieces to why people love her so much. And so now if you're RG3, when is the last time within your household you've had a conversation about what she's dealing with? You haven't been able to do that because in both of your marriages, you've been married to white women.
Ooh.
You haven't had opportunities to have those conversations to educate you on what they're feeling, what Black women deal with, what they're—
That man said both of your marriages. I ain't gonna lie. If I'm RG3, I'm swinging right then when he said both of your marriages. That's crazy. That's crazy. RC talking crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Whatever RG3 response was, it might have been a reasonable crash out. I cannot lie.
seeing when they think of a young Angel Reese, and the whole time that he's mimicking Angel Reese and bobbing his head and moving his neck while he's doing this whole piece, his wife is in the back amening and clapping. And so to me, it's just another situation that now this young lady has to deal with. When I worked with RG3, he would make all of these sort of corny jokes about milk and how much he loved it and how important it was. And he always points out on social media the color of his wife's skin, as if the color of her skin is what makes her special, as if the color of her skin is what makes her a good wife. I've met the lady, I've had a conversation with her.
Right.
I think she's more than that. But it also leads to what Black women deal with a lot from Black men who have chose to date or marry outside of their race. They always—
Now RC is cooking. I'm not gonna lie. RC is cooking with this point. He was tripping when he went too personal, below the belt. But when he's bringing it back general to like general society things, that's I'm like, he's cooking.
always feel like they have to go the extra mile.
And at the end of the day, RC is from Louisiana. He went to LSU. He interviewed Flau'jae and Angel Reese right after they won the championship. Like, he protecting his little sister. You know what I mean? He protecting his LSU sister. He protecting his little sister. He protecting his Black sister, his young Black sister, and things of that sort. So, I ain't gonna lie. Like, he went personal. He went a little low blow, but like, he defended Angel Reese in the name of Angel Reese. Do I think some of it was like kind of like you could have made your point without going below the belt the way you did? Yeah. At the same time, I think bro did it because ratings. So, anyways, I mean, it made RG3 respond in a way that was like, "Yo, you out of pocket." Whoa, whoa. And it responded in a way that like has me reacting to it now.
Prop up the woman that they're married or the woman that they're with over Black women by denigrating Black women. I feel like we should have an opportunity to move past that and understand that Angel Reese can be great in her own right, as Caitlin Clark is as well. Caitlin Clark is a likable and lovable superstar. She pays homage to the stars of the past. She pays homage to the Black women that have come before her. And now she is carrying the mantle forward. So there's no need to pin those two against each other and paint them based on stereotypical tropes. And I think this is what I like RG3 to know, that no matter how much he continues to echo the microaggressions of racist, he'll be no less Black than me.
I also think like what RG3 said, if y'all don't know, RG3 said that he thinks Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark, and it was just all one-sided. Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese. And it wasn't any like the stuff that Caitlin was doing too to Angel. Like, Caitlin not innocent in this, you know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, it's like what everybody's saying, hate is such a strong word to say. Like, me personally, like I said, I created the video. I said I don't think they don't like each other and they don't have to act like they like each other anymore. Not liking each other, someone, and hating someone is two different things. Not liking someone, we could still patch things up, you know what I'm saying, after our playing days, everything like that, right? Hating each other, I don't rock with you. I don't want to kick it with you. I don't want to skate with you for the rest of life and just forget you and just forget you forever. And to on the live do us a part.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy RG3, and I just wanted to get on here and talk to you guys because there's been a lot of buzz, a lot of conversations about my sports take that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark, which was purely based in basketball. But I think all of you know there's a line.
It wasn't purely based on basketball. It wasn't. You can't even make a take about Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark purely based in basketball. Like my video was titled what it was, and it was like 18 minutes. The first 3 to 5 minutes I'm talking about, and I said this yesterday on yesterday's stream. First 3 to 5 minutes I'm talking about how Caitlin and Angel both improved their games from last season and some of the work that they put in over the offseason. How Angel expanded her range and Tyler Marsh has her in more point forward situations. She's starting a lot of the offensive sets from around the perimeter now, as opposed to like kind of down low on the block where Camilla's on this side of the block, Angel's on this side of the block. They get the ball to Angel, she works. If she can't get the rebound, then hope Camilla gets it or she dumps it off to Camilla. And they play a two-man, a two-big game down low on the post. It's not looking that like anymore. It's looking kind of like Angel Reese in the role of a roller, right, from the perimeter and kind of serving in the Draymond Green role where it's like, okay, I could lob it up to Camilla or I could just keep it myself and go for the lay or go for the jumper because she's shooting more jumpers now after Unrivaled 3-on-3. You're forced to play more guard skills in 3-on-3 at Unrivaled. I'm rambling, but I'm saying I said all this for like the first 3-5 minutes of the video. And I said Caitlin got stronger and she's becoming more efficient. And it seems like she's just making smarter decisions out on the court. She gets it. Like her confidence is there. She knows how to lead the team now. Like I'm saying all these things that both of them improved on. That's pure basketball. Saying Angel Reese don't like Caitlin Clark because in a press conference she said next question when asked about Caitlin Clark. And then she charged at her after she made a foul on her in the basketball. And she tweeted, oh, I don't like, that's not based on basketball. That's just based on social media and interviews and things surrounding basketball. It's a difference.
Life that you just simply don't cross. Wives and children are always off.
Also, RC and the Pivot, they had TP and they've had Sydney Colson on the Pivot. They've had Don Staley on the Pivot. They talk about women's basketball every now and again, whether or not like Channing Crowder, wants to admit that he watches it and everything like that. Fred T, he's pretty kind of down with the movement, whatever motion like Ryan's going and things of that sort. First of all, shout out to the Pivot, bro. Like they've really done it. Like RC's built himself. Obviously, he already had his thing with ESPN, but he's really carved out a great space for himself in podcasting. I don't agree with everything he said. He said one thing that I was like, what? That's weird. But other than that, like he be saying his points and stuff like that, getting it off. And then Channing is a whole comedian. He started doing stand-up last year. And he's a funny guy. Freddie T is just cool. And he stand on business. He has his own unique opinions as well. And his thought is independent. So I rock with Freddie T as well. So salute to them boys for like surviving and outlasting. If you know, you know. Shout out to Brandon as well, bro. I rock with Brandon too. I wasn't there at those negotiation business tables and all that they had disagreements on before they fell apart and split ways. But my brief interaction with Brandon, bro, was solid and he was cool and he was supportive and he was asking me questions off camera. You know what I'm saying? So like genuine conversation. It won't just like we have a conversation, the camera cut off and all right, they head to the car and go to the next interview. Like he like a genuine cool dude. So shout out Brandon Marshall as well.
Limits. And Ryan Clark has sprinted past that line. Ryan Clark didn't like my sports take that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark. And that's fine. It's okay. It's part of the game. Sports media, I'm going to have an opinion. This person.
Notice he don't have his wife in the background for this one, by the way. But the couches are white.
Might not agree with it. That person might not agree with it. But what you don't do is turn around.
This room is fire with the. I know I'm pausing every 2 seconds. I'm sorry, but this room is fire with the joints. What they call the Punkos or Punko toys, Punkos collectibles. They look fire, and he got the Vegeta, the Goku, the whole Super Saiyan lineup right here. Salute.
Around and personally attack me and my family just because you don't agree with a sports opinion that is purely based off the sport. I didn't make it personal. But what that really shows is just how low of a person Ryan Clark is. But Ryan, you crossed the line, man. You made it personal and some.
I think Ryan Clark saying that when he worked with him at ESPN, he used to walk around making corny jokes a lot. I think beyond just having a white wife and everything like that, I think the thing that really triggers Robert Griffin III is the word corny, just based off of the entire Rob Parker situation where he called him a cornball brother on First Take, and then, you know, they fired him from ESPN, and he was like, it's okay because I do real estate around Detroit and stuff. I don't know if you guys knew that. I don't know if that was a leak or whatever, but yeah. Buddy's good. Buddy's good in Detroit and stuff like that. And I think he just does sports media now just for like Rob Parker. He just does it now because he's like, I don't know. He just loves it. But he been had the money. Like, he good.
I really believe there should be no space in sports media for personal attacks. I've said it before. But certainly personal attacks against wife and children.
That's a whole personal attack against Angel Reese, bro. Like, the reason why people defending Angel Reese so much, in specific, I'll be more specific since we want to act dense and we want to act like we don't know what's going on. The reason why Black people are acting so protective of Angel Reese when somebody says something that could be potentially harmful for Angel Reese, the reason why is because Angel Reese is the one receiving the unalive threats for the past 3 years. Angel Reese is the one who's had to deal with the AI, you know what I'm saying, leak new picture, all that. She's the one who's had to deal with that, with the over sexualization, the you know, and yes, I know that Angel be wearing booty shorts and this and that, and she did a shoot where she was in some lingerie, and yeah, I get it, but at the same time, it's like it goes overboard. Like, y'all act like she was moving like Brittany Renner, bro. She wasn't moving like no Brittany Renner, no Ruby Rose. Angel was not moving like that, bro. She was just being her. She was being thick, and she was embracing her beauty and her figure and everything like that as a young woman, bro. Any other young woman on the internet, 22, 23 years old, built like that and receive compliments and stuff, they gonna post thirst traps all day. Like, Angel Reese don't even be on that for real, to be honest, if he keeping it a bean. She don't post it that much. She has leaned into it sometimes, but anyways, I'm getting off track. Angel Reese has been over-sexualized. Angel Reese has been threatened. Angel Reese has been unfairly criticized. Angel Reese has been labeled a thug. Angel Reese has been labeled as trash. Angel Reese has been labeled as anything less than a human being, simply because she is a Black woman who talks trash. She's a Black woman who is kind of unapologetically herself. No pun intended with the unapologetically Angel podcast. Like, no pun intended. Like, that's just who she is. And a lot of white people don't like that. A lot of people that don't like loud Black people don't like the way that she moves because she's a loud Black person. It is what it is. So it stems from that. And it stems from her being kind of the antidote, or you know what I'm saying, the opposite person, the opposition, quote unquote, of their superstar, their kind of white savior, white Jesus, whatever you want to say, of Caitlin Clark. Also, I have to say this. I rock with Caitlin Clark. Duh. Like, I'm one of the first people on YouTube to react to Caitlin Clark because of Kurt Johnson. I hope Kurt is doing well. He hasn't commented on my stuff in a long time. So I hope Kurt is doing well. Mind you, my content has changed a lot to a lot more commentary as opposed to just pure hoops reactions and things of that sort and everything like that. So I get it if Kurt just like moved on from the channel, but Kurt was the first one to tell me about Caitlin Clark, her freshman season in Iowa, before anybody else was talking about her for real, on a level like that. The Iowa games were empty, home games were empty and stuff like that. And I was reacting to it, dancing around my mama's room, bro, on like, I want to say it was Christmas break because I was living in Mississippi at the time, but I was back home in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? This is documented on YouTube, me gassing Caitlin for years. I rock with Caitlin Clark. I love the way she can pass the ball and outlet passes and, you know, all the way up the court, and her handle behind the back, between the legs. Her handle is dirty and her jump shots are exciting, bro. It is. The look away threes are exciting. I like Caitlin Clark. At the same time, the way that Angel Reese has been talked about and covered is unfair, and it's placed her in positions to be threatened, to be hypersexualized and called anything but a child of God. The way they be talking about Angel Reese, you be thinking she like the worst player in the WNBA. You be thinking she like Samuel Dallenberg. And Samuel Dallenberg in his prime was something now. But they be talking like she's Samuel Dallenberg, bro. She's an WNBA All-Star as a rookie. She had 17 points, 13 rebounds in that game against Indiana to open the season. She was the fastest player in WNBA history. I want to say, don't quote me, but I believe fastest player in WNBA history to record over 450 points and over 450 rebounds. So it's like, you can't say she bad. I don't care what y'all want to say. She was just the defensive player of the year at Unrivaled, bro. Like, what are we talking about? And it's takes like that. Like, I never heard RG3 talk about Caitlin Clark's game, Angel Reese's game. I never heard him talk about Nafisa Collier. I never heard him talk about Brianna Stewart and New York returning the season without Benijah Laney and Courtney Vandersloot. And what does it look like now that half the Tatum is gone, half the gang is gone of the quote-unquote super team formed a couple of years ago? It's just her, Jonquel, and Sabrina Ionescu now. Like, what's it going? Like, I haven't heard any of these discussions from Robert Griffin III, bro. I haven't heard how does Atlanta look now that they have Brittany Griner and Cara Semesco. And on top of that, they have another all-star forward or former center, now forward, coming into the lineup with Bree Jones. And who's their point guard? They just cut Haley Jones, and Ari McDonald just got, I haven't heard any of these discussions from Robert Griffin III. But as soon as Caitlin shoved Angel after the common foul, it was a common foul, and then Caitlin shoved Angel after the foul. And that's why Angel got up and charged at her. As soon as Angel got back up off that court and charged after Angel Reese and had to be restrained by her teammates and coaching staff, you the first person to drop a video about it. Nah, brother, where you been on Rival? Where you been in WNBA preseason? Where have you been WNBA draft? Where have you been the women's basketball tournament? Where have you been, brother? So it's like, yeah, bro. Like when you jump on something like that, immediately it shows that you're not even in it for the culture and you don't respect the culture. You're just in it for the money, which is cool. Get your money, but don't when somebody come bark back at you, say, "Oh, I kept it basketball and you took it personal." No, you did not keep it basketball. Stop lying to yourself with that, bro. I've interviewed RG3, by the way, and he gave a great answer. And I asked him about black quarterbacks. This was last year at the Super Bowl in Las Vegas. It was with Donovan McNabb. Look it up on my channel. It was a great interview. He gave a good answer. Well, it was just one question, but he gave a great answer in that question about the history of black quarterbacks and what it means to be a black quarterback in the league and everything like that. So, but this is a critique of the way that you do media coverage. The same way with Shaq. Shaq been nothing but cool to me, everything like that, and our few interactions with each other. However, Shaq get paid $14 million to talk NBA on Turner, and he thought Chauncey Billups was coaching the Detroit Pistons.
He's been off limits. Brian, you attacked me and my family in a public forum on a level that shows just how low of a human being you are. You can disagree with me all you want. Challenge my takes. But keep my family and my wife out of it. That's a boundary that should always be respected, man. Always. Ryan Clark personally attacking me and my family because he disagreed with my sports opinion is a bad look for ESPN. It's cowardly, it's spineless, and it's weak. Ryan Clark personally attacking me and my family. Personally because he disagreed with my sports opinion is a bad look for him as a man. I hope you get the help you need, brother.
That's crazy. So instead of apologizing to Angel Reese for what you said, you going after Ryan Clark for what he said about you, not understand Angel Reese and black women and the black woman's perspective because you don't have a black woman in your home. You ain't never once looked at Angel Reese like the whole thing is about like you disrespecting black women. You not stepping for black women in a public forum in a public way. That's what this entire thing was about. And you missed the point. You missed the point. Because he pointed out the fact that your wife was white and the wife before that was white. Now, see, RC, like I said, saying both of your wives were white is crazy. I ain't gonna lie, that's a low blow. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a bit personal. That's a personal dig, everything like that. You going into that man family history. I like to stay away from, keep my distance from love and romance topics and things of that sort. If you've seen the Iman Shumpert video on my channel, the whole time I'm just saying I like to keep my distance from this. This ain't really, because this one get tricky. So that's what that is. Let me read this Meg thing. I didn't even have it as a title, but I just remembered it when I was reacting to SoLLUMINATI. Megan Thee Stallion defends herself following Tory Lanez legal team holding a press conference. All right, here we go. At what point are you going to stop making me have to relive being hit by Tory? At what point are Tory and y'all fans going to stop lying? Like, how much is the check to keep harassing me? Why is this happening every day? Every minute, 1 minute, him and y'all said I was never hit. Now y'all letting him play in y'all face again and say I was hit, but it wasn't by him. Oh, okay. I'm sick of the ish. Please leave me the F alone. He ain't dare to get on that stand and deny that he hit me. And that was his choice because he knows he did that. I don't care about what a blog or a bot got to say. Why in the world would me, Megan Thee Stallion, have to lie on this mother lover about shooting me? How y'all mad at the person that got hit? Facts are facts. He did it. It was proved in court. After the hate campaign on the internet, Tory hit me. Ain't nothing new effing evidence. Y'all been saying the same stuff for years. Tory, please leave me alone. You are effing demon. I'm off this silly internet-ish. Bye. Yeah, I mean, it just is what it is, bro. Just is what it is, dog. It is what it is, bro. Prayers up to Meg, you know what I'm saying, and her hiatus, leaving the internet again. And yeah. I hope Tory, I don't know, gets something out of this time. He's not there for no reason, you know what I'm saying? So hope he gets something out of this time, bro. All right. We ending with Diddy. I'm halfway falling asleep already. Where we at? All right, hold on. Who did I react to last time when I was reacting and things of that sort? Who is the lady? Like, her name was like Connie or something like that. Milagro used to be retweeting her. No, she wasn't. Why I say that? Milagro was not retweeting that woman. Let me see. What's this? This a Lululemon shoot? Dang, it's really just Pluto. The other girl ain't there? Nah. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Sexy kind of tripping for that. I'll be like, if the other girl ain't here, don't put me in it, bro. See, that's that Drake stuff. Stand next to Drake. Lotto doing kind of the same stuff. I rock with Lotto though. Lotto can rap. Lotto can rap her behind off for sure. And she like the hardest out the city right now. To be honest, on a mainstream level, Lotto is carrying Atlanta on the mainstream. So I had to say that for sure. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? I'm looking for this thing, bro. Hold on. Dang, I'm trying to see old girl though, cause she breaks it down. I rock with her. I should have did this before. See, I don't know if you guys knew. I got home and I immediately just fired up the stream. I ain't sit down or nothing. I usually sit down, listen to some music. Woo, woo. I just got right to it because I was already tired. I got here late. Let me see. Give me a second. I know this is terrible. This unprofessional. Please forgive me. Okay. What's her name? Okay, I got her name. Lauren. Lauren's her name. Let me am I sharing? Okay, I'm sharing another screen. Lauren. Okay. All right. Thank you for your patience. Let's get into it. Day 6.
Day 6, Diddy trial. I'm going to make this super fast because we have a short lunch break. But Diddy came in this morning, really seemed to be in good spirits, hugged his lawyer, Alexandra Shapiro, and Mark Agnifilo. And they had some discussions about witnesses getting certain testimonies struck. And at one point, Mark Agnifilo said something along the lines of that, this case is becoming based on gossip. He brought up the fact that there is a chef, Diddy's chef, is expected to testify, who was allegedly assaulted. And Agnifilo says, well, where is this in the indictment? This has nothing to do with racketeering, et cetera. And the government came back and said, look, the chef is a victim of forced labor. And there was a lot of discussion around this, but I want to give you one little piece of that before we go to Dawn Richard finishing her direct examination. Now, I'm going to make this kind of general, but Dawn Richard, she testified about the Cassie Skillet incident with Diddy. And she said that after she witnessed this, that both Diddy and Harve Pierre, they kind of threatened her at 2 different times. And one of the last things Diddy had said to her, according to Dawn Richard, was, if you tell, people go missing. And during the cross-examination, which was done by Diddy's female attorney, Nicole Westmoreland, and I thought she was effective, but she was a little nervous seeming at first. That's just my opinion. She forgot to say objection, but I mean, again, that's just why I kind of thought she was nervous. But she pointed out that about 7 of Dawn Richard's prior conversations with the government, she left that part out, the whole people go missing part. And Dawn Richard would get this transcript. She would look at it and be like, I mean, I don't know, like there was a note taker there, but I don't know why that I didn't say it. She admitted that her memory has changed throughout the years. And then the government, got her to elicit during their redirect that, well, your memory has changed because you've tried to suppress these bad memories for so long. And then we kind of helped you elicit these memories by talking about your trauma and doing all these interviews. So yeah, defense went on to say, well, okay, so let's say you met with them 8 times. You really only remembered this alleged death threat the 8th time. They showed her a transcript, I believe, from April or May of 2025, where she did say, people go missing. They also called her out. The defense called her out on another, statement from her civil lawsuit where she had described Diddy pulling Cassie out of a car by the hair and dragging her onto the grass, and a lot of people saw. And Dawn Richard said, oh no, that was something that my lawyers, they messed up on. It was a miscommunication, excuse me. And then the government got, during their redirect, to say, well, you were actually thinking of another violent incident, so it wasn't completely made up. Let's see what else. So Dawn Richard talked about how, she worked with Diddy from 2004 to 2009 with Danny Kane, and then 2009 to 2011 on the Dirty Money Group. And she left in 2011, and she described, Diddy would call her on FaceTime sometimes to check in. And Dawn said, the best thing to do to kind of, keep him at arm's length or keep him happy was just be nice and polite and cordial. Well, the defense kind of got up there and said, well, didn't you call him and try to work with him after that? And she, you know, at that point was forced to say yes. And so she did, I guess, reach out and initiate communication several times first. And then the government, when they did their redirect, they got it out of her that she only reached out to him because of Kalena Harper, essentially, and Kalena wanted her to. And then it got a little spicy with Nicole Westmoreland and Don Richard at one point. Sorry, my papers. Because she said something like, you know, you were very successful when you were with Sean Combs, Danity Kane, you know, Dirty Money, and talking about how she sold all these albums. And she alluded to the fact, and she actually said the words, no offense, but you haven't sold nearly as many albums since then. And I'm paraphrasing. And then at one point, Westmoreland kind of said, you know, you were successful. And Don Richard is like, I am successful. So it was kind of like this little moment, I guess. I was like, oof.
Sure.
And then, yeah, they talked about how she, you know, she filed a civil suit after Cassie. And I was a little surprised that Don Richard didn't really seem to know much about her civil suit, what her attorneys wrote in it. She really seemed to not, I don't want to say she was elusive, because she really seemed to genuinely not know. I want to make sure I didn't. Oh my gosh, I'm almost forgetting. A crazy celebrity name was dropped today. Oh my gosh, I can't believe there's so many notes I almost forgot. Usher. Don Richard said that Usher witnessed Diddy punch Cassie in the stomach at a dinner in LA. And there was another Jimmy Ovine was mentioned. And I think there was a Neil something. I didn't quite get this, so maybe look out for that name. But Don Richard said that they were at this dinner in LA, and this is who was in attendance. And Diddy punched Cassie in the stomach, and then she left, and she was like embarrassed. And then he kind of like choked her or something on the way home. But yeah, she said Usher was there. So I'm assuming Usher saw this. We don't know if Usher saw it with his own eyes, but he was at this dinner. And the government also made a point after all of these questions. The government would say something or about the violence or whatever. The government would say, well, who of Diddy's employees were there? They would always want to know which employees were there, if any. And there always was a bodyguard, assistant, whatever, present. She also testified about this drug dealer named One Stop, who would sell Plan B and birth control and come to the studio. And she also corroborated Diddy's LV med bag that he kept his drugs in. And she testified that Diddy wore a gun in his back pocket, and that scared her. Then the defense came up and said, you know, how many times did you see this gun? You know, basically insinuating that, you know, you worked with him for over a decade. You only really saw this gun 2 or 3 occasions that she testified. And then they said, did you see him take it out? Did you see him wave it around? Did he threaten you with it? And she said no. Defense ended their cross, or their recross, I should say, just by asking Dawn what she wanted out of the civil suit. And Dawn, she would say, you know, she wants justice. She wants to be compensated for the work she did with Diddy. And they'd be like, okay, so you want money? And then she was like, yes. Like, I think she was like, done, I'm done. And then we saw the start of Carrie Morgan's testimony. Carrie Morgan is Cassie's friend, her former best friend, a model. They were friends from 2001 to 2018. And this is the friend that Diddy allegedly hit over the head with a wooden hammer. Oh my gosh, I have to hurry up. And okay, so I'm going to make this general for now, because I'm going to make another video later. But Carrie Morgan testified that there was an incident where, well, there's a couple. There was an incident in Jamaica where Diddy got mad at Cassie for taking too long in the bathroom. And, you know, when she came out, they went to the hallway. They rented this house in Jamaica, and Cassie let out some guttural screams. She described them as guttural and terrifying. And they ran away and hid in a ditch for what felt like hours. I'm trying to think. I think I wrote that down with Cassie. They hid behind a tractor. I'll have to double check that. But also, just really quick, last thing before I run for now, and I'm sure I forgot things, but I'll go back later. But last thing, Carrie Morgan was at Cassie's house during the 2016, after the beatdown at the Intercontinental. She describes Cassie coming home with the hood, a black eye, puts her bags down, basically, and said that Cassie was kind of despondent. And then she described Diddy as showing up 30 minutes later, banging on the door with a hammer. Now, somehow throughout all this, Carrie Morgan doesn't know how, but the police were called. The police show up. They ask for Carrie Morgan's ID. She gives it to them. They ask for Cassie's. Cassie doesn't give it to them. And they end up leaving a card. The detective leaves a card and they leave. And Carrie, we were shown a Celebrate communication between Carrie Morgan and Christina Coram, Diddy's chief of staff, you know, talking about this. And I have to go back through it and look, because she sent him a picture, or her a picture of the card, you know, and she was kind of saying, look, I'm not used to all this. This is like really intense. But yeah, and you can tell, by the way, Carrie Morgan, she's very cooperative, but it's just clear. She's like, I have moved on with my life. I do not want to be here. Okay, more later, gotta run.
Hey man, if Diddy was hitting the best friend over the head with a wooden little gavel, he was on some Looney Tunes stuff, bro. Like that's a Looney Tunes level type of villain. I do think like Don Rashad coming to the stand just so unprepared is crazy. I do think it's a bit unprofessional. It's like, did you legit forget everything, or are you scared about Diddy saying, I got people that get you gone? They go disappearing if you say something about me. I don't know. I think that was kind of like, it's what it sounds like from the summary was a lot of that stuff was kind of productive. But hey, that's what I say. Guys, I got a flight in 4 hours, like 4 or 5 hours. So I'm about to log off. You guys be easy. Please take care of yourselves. And if nobody else told you, I care for you. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be in a different city, 3 cities, 24 hours. Let's get
That's for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
George Shaw Milligan rolling out.
Brandon, we can't ask Rashad questions.
Hey, Rashad.